It's an interesting question. The market may be experiencing some headwinds at the moment, and I think people may be drinking a little bit less, but they're drinking better. The geopolitics and the geoeconomics of the world is and are changing all of the time, and surprisingly, my own belief is that the sudden rise in interest rates have created a small term impasse. People may be a little bit concerned about spending too much money, but this will pass, and geoeconomics of the world is pretty strong. And yes, I do see that the whisky market will continue to grow.
Very, very good volume.
1.2 million.
1.2 million bottles.
Yes. Well, can I say that the whole of Asia is extremely important, and within Asia, South Korea is probably our number one market. Taiwan is also very important, but Asia as a region is there is so much economic dynamism that we expect Asia to continue to grow and be the most important, probably the most important region for our business.
Thank you.
But South Korea is right at the top of the league. I've tried Korean food in my previous visits to Korea. Very dangerously, I have tried soju.
Really? What's dangerous?
Easy to drink.
Easy to drink.
Easy to drink. Very easy to drink. What a difficult question. When you buy a distillery, you are entering into the first phase, of your involvement, understanding of the distillery, and the branding at the start was appropriate for the launch. It was impactful. It's worked very well for 7 years, but we just felt that it was time to refresh the brand, a cleaner label, perhaps a more brighter coloured label. And we recognise that, rebranding is, for the company, creates as many problems as solutions, but it also creates problems for the importer distributors. It creates problems for the retailers, and but we felt it was worthwhile. We felt the timing was right to make a change in terms of the branding. And of course, there's no change in terms of the content in the bottle, and that continues to grow and improve.
Do you like it better than before?
Am I allowed to make that opinion? Listen, I have to say, I am a fan of the new design. It didn't take long for me to buy into the new design. I like it. It's fresher, it's crisper. I think it's more contemporary and maybe connects better with our kind of general audience.
Very, very good volume.
I mean, my function, the function of the blender, is to be intimately involved with the whisky, understand how all of the casks are, and we look at around 500 samples a day, much to the disappointment and dismay of the warehouse team who have to sample. But the most important thing is understanding how the whisky is evolving, how it's interacting with the casks, and looking to the future. If we're doing some experimental work with the new casks, being close to the whisky is so important for the blender. It's a challenge, and it may drift into more than 1 day or 2 days, but it's important. We have to have an understanding of how the whisky is developing, how each cask is behaving, and then we can anticipate the future use of these casks. Do we leave it longer? Do we decide to take it from one style of cask into another style of cask? Listen, as you get older, your sensitivity drifts a little bit. I think it's much more important about the kind of protocols in terms of doing the nosing, the tasting. As I said last night, that the best time to assess the whisky is early in the morning, probably between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, where your palate is at its freshest. Your sensitivity, your organoleptic sensitivity is freshest. You haven't tasted any kind of heavily flavoured food, so your taste buds are alive. Once you start eating, and once your mind gets a little bit tired later in the day, it's not a good time to evaluate. It's better to do all of that work early in the morning when your mind is fresh and your taste and your brain are talking very effectively to each other.
Very, very good wine.
Well, they all have a moment in time. But if I'm being honest, my go-to drink would probably be the 15-year-old. Balance is excellent. And the balance in all of them is excellent. But, whiskey evolves and it becomes smoother as it moves from 10 to 12 to 15. Listen, some of the older whiskies are just wonderful, but the 15-year-old is in terms of common sense and pricing, this is a really good value for money. But in terms of the flavour profile, it's rich, it's easy to drink, it's smooth, it's mellow, nice strength, and dangerous. Lots. But if I'm not drinking Glenallachie, I would be drinking some wine. I have to say that I don't drink a lot. Working with alcohol, working with whiskey means that this is part of your job. But if I had to choose another style of alcohol, it would definitely be some very nice white wine and occasionally some nice red wine.
Very, very good wine.
That's the ultimate challenge. Look, as a family business, I would like my successor to be my son, but he doesn't show any inclination to be involved. He's already got his own whiskey company. I don't have any plans. There will be a successor, and we've got a lot of talented people in the team. And whoever is the successor, it is better that they come from within, because they will understand the culture, they will understand the structure of our thinking, and importantly, they will understand our relationships with our importers, distributors, and most importantly, the ultimate most important person, the consumer. No?
All right.
Look, the truth is, as long as my health is good, and as long as I'm enjoying the experience, I'm happy to continue to be involved. This isn't a job, this is fun.
Very, very good wine.
There's no immediate plan to acquire additional distilleries, but in the round, if to say that you would not would be foolish, because there will be opportunities, and there will be opportunities that would fit in, balance well with Glenallachie. So the answer is maybe, definitely in the game to see if we could acquire it. And this could happen. We think that some of the smaller distilleries may decide to sell. Who knows? But it's a good question, and the answer is, if we're not looking to grow, then we're going back the way. So it's important that we are constantly looking at opportunities that would take the business to the next level.